It's latter part of June 2022. I'm gonna make a short little video to show my homemade wire reels. When I've done other wiring projects, little remodel projects on my house, I tried to do it without the wiring reel and it's just a pain. So these reels I made just out of scraps that were from my leftover on my job site. And so this is something that you can make, and it's easier to run your wires. So here it is. I got my roll of 14.2 on there, and I got another one, the roll of 12.2. Well, it's really 12.3, but I'm using it as if it was 12.2 because it's extra. But all it is this right here. I just got these little circles. These are 6-inch circles, and I cut little blocks. I don't know how long they are, maybe 8 inches. You can cut your blocks whatever you want, but just go around and staple them like this. See the staples? If you don't have a staple gun, I imagine you could use screws, but it's a lot quicker with the staple gun. And then I just screw this piece on. It's just an 1.25 inch hole. Now, if you have a way to put some kind of continuous tube through that hole, it'll make it easier when you go to put your reel on the bar clamp. Because all I have is this a 3/4 inch pipe of bar clamp. But every time I lift it up and I push the reel on, it's kind of tricky because it gets stuck inside there. So if you have maybe my thought is if you have a 1-inch piece of plastic water line or tubing or conduit or PV something that'll guide that bar through there and it won't go off on the side. But these little circles, I just cut it with my hole saw because they came out of my 6-inch recessed can lights. I made a video earlier. These little guys right here, these are the 4-inchers, but these came off a 6-inch hole saw. So it's easier to cut them on the hole saw, but if you don't have a hole saw, I guess you could use a jigsaw or maybe a coffee can. Well, when I first made these reels, I did this first one out of a sonal tube, and it took way too long because what I had to do is I had to cut that sonal tube, and then I have a piece of wood inside here, and I stapled it. But the sonal tube just barely fits the wire, so sometimes you take off a roll and it doesn't quite fit on the wire and it messes it all up. So that's why I like the little 6-inch circles that I have cut. And the nice thing about this is you can load up 3 or 4 rolls of wire and you can pull them all at the same time. Like if you're in an area, like in a kitchen where you have 4 home runs, you just put these guys on here and you just put 4 of them on and just go. And so it works just like that, just really easy, and then you don't have to get your wire all tangled up, and then you could put this as far away as you want and just pull. And these little sawhorses, they're kind of nifty because they have that little thing right in there. But if you don't have sawhorses, you could just you could clamp that onto a stud right there, and this other end on the other stud you could put a nail around there. I've done that before. Just make sure these are inside your stud bays and they'll still turn. Or if you don't want to do the bar clamp, you could just run a long piece of wire through here and put it up on your stud walls, like on an interior wall, and just go with it. So basically, if you're pulling wires, use your reel. Don't try to pull it off the roll and walk all hunched over and try to unroll it. It's just not worth it. Just take a little bit of time, make the reels, and then if you don't want them at the end of the job, just throw them away because you've already made it out of garbage. So for my subscribers, if you want these little circle cutouts that I have, there they are, free. Subscribe to my channel, prove that you're a subscriber. I've got some more of them here. Yours free. Come out to Colorado and get them. I'm not sending them. I ain't paying for the shipment. You come out here and pick them up. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Once I get done wiring everything up, I'm going to make a longer video. It's going to be called, Should I Do My Own Wiring? I'm going to go through all the pros and cons and give you my breakdown on whether it's going to be worth it for you or not. So stay tuned for that. It'll be shortly coming. All right. See you next time.